but hopefully you get a perspective of this. You have a sense of what sluicing activity is, because we're on this sort of peninsula sticking out here. So what you can imagine that was present here is a little bit of concrete material here, is that they made artificial river distributaries. Okay, we'll see some of these, the remnants of this made at Gay. So these were long
piles,
ditches, concrete ditches or wooden ditches that channeled the water and tried to keep it moving as a current, carrying the suspended material out here until it got to the edge of the lake where it would spill out. And then after a while, when this got to be topographically high, they would move the sluice way, or they would leave it there and make another one. Whatever happened. So these things became like Berg's Delta with sluiceways that head out in different directions. So that's what explains the lobate nature of these deposits. They just built up and they went out into the lake, and they project out into the lake almost all the way across the lake. So you have a sense of what was happening here. Now there's topsoil on the top of it, and so we have invasive plants growing here, mostly. Okay?
Yeah, they did a really kind of a dumb thing.
They had to keep a ship channel open for Quincy's mills down here.
They really did a kind of a EPA did a dumb thing. They put in 3 species of grasses that were not that were affected by the copper concentrations. You'd think you'd put in something that was resistant to copper. So for a while, it was just really amazing to just see the fields of grass around here. And now it's reverting more towards invasives, the spotted knapweed, but still, it's covered. As opposed to, we'll go to Gay. This is really in strike. Gay was the control area. They didn't want to deal with Lake Superior. They told me, Region 5 told me, we're going to work on the low energy environmental interiors. We're not going to touch Gay. This is going to cost $20 million. Gay itself might just blow up our budget. It might run 20 to 40 million to try and deal with the stamp sands along the side of Lake Superior. So I personally think they did a good job. You look around here, you'd hardly know. You see forest, you see grasses and shrubs. But that's only with 6, all they did was 6 to 8 inches. They were supposed to put in humic-rich soils, and they didn't. It tends to be more of a kind of a cobbly, sandy sort of one, and so that was a disappointment. But
so when I moved here in 1970, there was no vegetation out here, and what would happen is when the wind blew like today, there's a lot of suspended sort of material. So one of the concerns was particulate material, and that's largely missing now. So that was a remediation that I think could have been very important. We don't know the significance of, or the statistics of respiratory problems in this area, but there was plenty of dust that came from the stamp sand, and the dust contained copper and other toxic elements in it. So we don't know the impact of that. Well,
yeah, the other thing though was there were tumors on the fish in Torch Lake, and that was a real compelling thing too. So it was dust inhalation is the major thing for covering, but also concern about the tumors in the fish. So one species of fish here had tumors on it, and then the problem went away because that species is no longer in Torch Lake.
Saga?